The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. It's now time for Ottumwa Baseball. Heard right here on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of the Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High Baseball is on the air. Good afternoon, everybody, from John Hart Stadium in the City of Bridges. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. It's a Monday afternoon CIML Metro Conference doubleheader as your Ottumwa Bulldogs take on the Scarlets of Des Moines East. Ottumwa comes in with a record of 15-10. They are a perfect 10-0 halfway through the CIML Metro Conference race. The Scarlets are 8-18. They are 6-4. In the Metro as these two teams lock up for their second doubleheader of the season. Ottumwa coming off that 1-1 trip on Saturday to Decorah, and it was frustrating. Blowing two separate leads of 6 and 5 runs in one game will cause that, but it's hard to attach too much meaning to it. Ottumwa's pitching staff was running on fumes for the week. That was Game 9 when they played Decorah, and it's hard to see that loss to Decorah making that much difference when it comes time to see the Bulldogs sub-state bracket. The focus this week is on staying in front in the Metro Conference race. You've got East in town tonight. Hoover comes in on Wednesday. It would seem likely that Ottumwa will use its top two starters tonight to try to make sure they don't stumble at home and leave an opening for Roosevelt to catch up. As for East, 10 games under 500 on the season. They used to be a Metro power and a state tournament contender, but the Scarlets are stuck in a downturn lately. They only have 2 wins outside of Metro competition, and while they've handled the bottom 3 in the conference, they're 0-4 against Ottumwa and Roosevelt by a combined 29-14 margin. East threw 2 of its 3 best starters at Ottumwa in the first meeting without much success, so the Bulldogs probably have some confidence tonight. The biggest problem for the Scarlets is they're not hitting this year. Only a .236 team batting average, and their team on-base percentage just .288. They get on base less than 30% of the time as a team. Combine that with a team ERA of 5.12, and it's easy to see why East is 10 games under 500. When the two teams hooked up on the final day of May this year, Ottumwa won both games 9-5 and 8-5, and neither game was as close as the scores say. Ottumwa led 9-0 in Game 1 and 8-3 in Game 2 before East scored some consolation runs in the 7th inning. Lucas Barnes had 4 RBI in the opener. Javen Rominger drove in 3 in the nightcap. Ottumwa has now won their last 8 meetings with the Scarlets, although when you take it back to 2009, East has a 27-24 edge in the series. The Bulldogs could cut that deficit in the series down to 1 with a sweep here tonight. East just wrapping up their infield warm-up. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, come back and get you the Game 1 starting lineups here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa! It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High baseball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Time now to check the starting lineups. First for the visiting Scarlets of Des Moines East. Leading off and playing left field, Brady Gordon. Batting second, the second baseman, Anthony Barboza. Adon Delgadillo, the pitcher, will bat third, and Ethan Sheets, the catcher, hits cleanup. Austin Fleener, the designated hitter, batting fifth. Evan Becker at first base, hitting sixth. Dane Littell, the center fielder, bats seventh. Cameron Vanderbo in right field batting eighth. And Kobe Koernert, the third baseman, hits ninth. In the field, but not in the batting order in Game 1, is the shortstop, Jakari Patton. Those are the Scarlets. These are your Ottumwa Bulldogs. Leading off and playing left field, Miles Sainer. Batting second, the shortstop, Carter Thompson. Adam Greiner at third base bats third, and Tanner Shark, the pitcher, hits cleanup. Javen Rominger at first base batting fifth. Tucker Long, the second baseman, hits sixth. Braylon Griffiths in right field batting seventh. Cam Maneri, the catcher, hitting eighth. Lucas Barnes in center field batting ninth. And as we check the pitching matchups, Adon Delgadillo making his eighth start of the year. He is 3-3 with a 4.20 ERA, 31 2/3 innings pitched, 26 hits allowed, 28 runs, 19 to the earned. He's been wild, 19 walks, 13 hit batters. He has struck out 38, and opponents are hitting .206 against him. But Ottumwa has its ace on the mound, Tanner Shark. Shark has really gotten locked in over the last few starts. Making his sixth start, he is 3-1 with an 0.72 ERA.
Welcome, baseball fans.
29 innings pitched, 20 hits allowed, just 4 runs, 3 earned, 9 walks, 3 hit batters, 22 strikeouts, and opponents hitting just .168 against the lefty Tanner Shark.
Starting lineups for both teams. For Des Moines East, batting first and playing left field, number 1.
John Hart Stadium at Legion Memorial Field. We know the dimensions well. Big ballpark, of course. 335 down each line, 370 to each power alley, 385 to straightaway center. Fence about 10 feet high all the way around the outfield. It's red except for the batter's eye, which is blue in center field, and says Legion Memorial Field, home of O.B. Nelson, post number 3. A lot of foul territory. When I say a lot, I mean a lot of it behind home plate and between the baselines and the dugouts. And then a lot of foul territory down both lines into the corners as well.
Batting ninth and playing third base, number 15.
Bulldogs starting the second half of the conference campaign 10-0.
Des Moines East is coached by Brian Luft, Connor Inkos, and Matt Cooner. And the starters for your Ottumwa Bulldogs. Batting first and playing left field, number 13, Miles.
Ottumwa's lineup being introduced now. East wearing red jerseys. They've got black and white trim on the collar and sleeves, black numbers, gray pants, and gray caps for the Scarlets. Ottumwa wearing the home white jerseys, red lettering, red numbers, red caps, white pants with red trim for OHS.
Batting sixth and playing second base, number 20, Tucker Long.
Our broadcast this week, we've got Ottumwa baseball here tonight hosting East. On Wednesday, we'll have Ottumwa softball hosting Des Moines Hoover. On Thursday, we have Bulldog baseball on the road at Southeast Polk. And then on Friday, we have Ottumwa softball Friday morning in the Cedar Rapids Jefferson tournament, 10:45 first pitch Friday morning. So 4 broadcasts this week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday night, and then a Friday morning matinee for you. Time for the national anthem. 2 minutes, and we're back with the first pitch on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Baseball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Good afternoon once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from John Hart Stadium in the city of Bridges. I'm not Craig, even though that's what Joe says I am. Andy Argo, the outside video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios, unless Joe wants to give my producers different names as well. We're missing Craig, our scoreboard operator. He's not here yet. So apparently Joe misses him so much he called me Craig. Anyway, we're ready to go. Ottumwa and Des Moines East. Brady Gordon leads it off for the Scarlets. Tanner Shark on the mound for Ottumwa. Lefty to righty, the first pitch of the ball game is outside for ball one. Our first pitch at 5:02 this afternoon. Rather warm day here in the city of Bridges. That pitch down and in, 2-0 to Gordon. Brady Gordon hitting .355 with 8 runs batted in. The 2-0. That's a letter high strike 2-1. "90 degrees under clear sunny skies here in Ottumwa. The 2-1 pitch swung on and missed, blew a high fastball right by him, 2-2. A little bit of breeze blowing here at John Hart Stadium. A south wind at 13 miles an hour. That's kind of blowing out. Tanner winds and the 2-2 pitch. Stayed high, 3-2. Gordon, Anthony Barboza, Adon Delgadillo, the top three in the East order. We'll set the Ottumwa defense here in a moment. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Tanner starts his afternoon with a strikeout, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. That'll bring up the second baseman, Anthony Barboza. Senior hitting just .233 with 11 runs batted in. The Ottumwa defense, Miles Sainer in left, Lucas Barnes in center, Braylon Griffiths in right, Adam Greiner at third, Carter Thompson at short, Tucker Long at second, Javen Rominger at first, Cam Maneri behind the plate. Pitch low and away from Tanner Shark to Barboza, ball one. The wind by Tanner on the 1-0. That's hit in the air to left, coming on is Sainer, but that's going to get down for a one-out single. That'll bring up the pitcher, Adon Delgadillo. Or Aiden, not 100% sure which. Delgadillo hitting .209 with 7 runs batted in. Or pardon me, .269. I'll learn to read the small type. 1 on, 1 out for the Scarlets here in the top of the first. First pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. This pitch fouled straight back, and the count 0-2. Craig's here, Joe. You can call him Craig now, or you can maybe call him Jason and see what he says. He might take that as a compliment. 0-2 the count to Delgadillo. 1 on, 1 out for the Scarlets here in the top of the first. The pitch, swing and a miss. Got him to chase a high fastball for strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Delgadillo down on 3 pitches for out number 2. Another strikeout brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. That'll bring up the catcher, Ethan Sheets.
Now batting, number 17, Ethan Sheets.
Sheets hitting .236. He's driven in 8. Left-handed batter. 1 on, 2 out. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. East does not run very much. 34 stolen bases in 26 games. Barboza, the runner at first, having a very short lead with Shark, the lefty, on the mound. He's 2 for 4 stealing on the season. And the throw to first will chase him back standing up. Ottumwa 15-10, 10-0 in the Metro East, 8-18. They are 6-4 in the conference. They're third place, 4 games behind Ottumwa, 2 games behind second place Roosevelt. Pitch up and in to Sheets, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count. And the pitch on the outside corner, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Shark kicks and delivers. Line foul off to the left over the third base dugout. We'll do it again. Still 1-2. Tanner's pitch. In the dirt, bounces off to the left away from an airy wild pitch down to second goes Barboza. 2-2 to Ethan Sheets. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, runner on second, top 1. No score. Shark trying to keep it that way. Left-hand batting catcher Ethan Sheets at the plate for Des Moines East. The pitch. Chopper to short. Waiting on the second hop is Thompson. Throw to first on the money, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. After half an inning, the Scarlets nothing. The Bulldogs are coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the first inning, Des Moines East had a hit but no runs in the top of the first, and now the Bulldogs will get their first look at right-hander Adon Delgadillo. He did not pitch in the doubleheader that the Bulldogs and the Scarlets played in Des Moines at the end of May. East that day used Kobe Kunert and Dane Littell. The defense behind Delgadillo has Brady Gordon in left, Dane Littell in center, Cameron Vandebo in right, Kobe Kunert at third, Jakari Patton at short, Anthony Barboza at second, Evan Becker at first, and Ethan Sheets behind the plate. Top three in the Bulldog order, Miles Sainer, Carter Thompson, Adam Greiner. Sainer will come to the plate. The batting average low at 221, but his on-base percentage is an even 400. He's drawn 19 walks. He's been hit by 4 pitches. And when you're the leadoff hitter, now on-base percentage is important for any batter, and that's been proven at the major league level. That was kind of the basis for the whole Moneyball thing with the A's in the late 90s, early 2000s. And, you know, a lot of evaluators consider on-base percentage to be more important than batting average. I'm not necessarily in that camp because I think you still have to hit. But when you're the leadoff man, your job is to get on base and set the table for the run producers, and Sainer's getting on base 40% of the time, which is an excellent number. So here he is leading off the bottom of the first. First pitch, inside corner. Nope, missed for ball 1. The wind by Delgadillo, the 1-0. That's a sharp grounder past the diving shortstop Patton into center field for a leadoff single. Well, that'll increase Sainer's batting average and on-base percentage. And here is Carter Thompson. Thompson hitting .312. He's driven in 11.
Carter Thompson.
And by the way, Carter's on base is .433. Someone's got a bunch of regulars getting on base more than 40% of the time, even though they're only hitting .281 as a team. Team on base is .410. First pitch to Carter is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Sainer will run 14 steals in 16 tries. The Bulldogs have 105 stolen bases in 25 games. He's running. Pitch is a breaking ball low. The throw down to second, not nearly in time. Make it 106 steals on the team. Make it 15 for Sainer. He's now 1 behind Tanner Shark. 1-1 to Thompson with a man in scoring position and nobody out. I remember Coach Yeager telling me after Ottumwa swept East up in Des Moines that they were running at will on East's catchers. We may see a lot more of that today. The 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Sainer at second, nobody out. Patton, the shortstop, trying to keep him close, as is the second baseman, Barboza. The pitch to Thompson. Strike on the outside corner, 2-2. As we mentioned before the game, Delgadillo has been kind of tough to hit. Teams only hitting .206 against him. But he's walked 19 and hit 13 batters. Now the 2-2 to Carter. Breaking ball, dipped low, 3-2. That was a good take by Carter. That pitch started high and then dropped all the way down below the zone. Full count to Thompson with Adam Greiner on deck. No score, bottom 1. Bulldogs a runner at second and nobody out. And the 3-2. Fouled straight back, will do it again. Bulldogs again wearing the white pinstripe jerseys, the script lettering Bulldogs across the front. Red numbers front and back. A lot of the Bulldogs wearing the high socks and the stirrups today. Another 3-2. In the dirt, ball 4. A Bulldog walk brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. First and second, nobody out, and here is Adam Greiner.
Adam Greiner.
Greiner hitting .388. He's driven in 12. Boy, he was about a foot away from his first home run of the season. He hit one high off the wall in Decorah on Saturday. That was a ball where the outfielder was looking up at the wall, and I think he was waiting for the ball to go over the fence, and it just caught the higher part of the fence and came back in. First and second, nobody out here. And the pitch. Breaking ball, liner, caught by the second baseman, Barboza. Throw back to first to try to double off Thompson, not in time. And there's one down. Barboza actually made the longer throw to first, but I do think Sainer was closer to second. I think Sainer beat the shortstop Patton to second base. And Barboza tried to make a play, just didn't really have the opportunity. So here is Tanner Shark. He's hitting a team best .411 with 15 batted in, trying to help his own cause. Shows bunt, pitch is low in the dirt. And now one runner was going to second, the other runner wasn't. Now the throw to third, not in time, and Ottumwa's going to advance anyway. The ball was in the dirt. Carter Thompson took off for second. Sainer stayed put. Ball didn't get that far away. The catcher, Sheets, picked it up, and suddenly Ottumwa nearly had two guys at second base. They threw behind Thompson to first, and so Sainer took off for third, and the throw all the way across the diamond to third wasn't in time. So now second and third, infield comes in. And the pitch outside, it's 2-0 to Shark. I guess you rule that a wild pitch in the end because East didn't really throw the ball away. It's not an error, but it's a failure to execute when they had a chance to throw somebody out. Now the 2-0. Shark bunts at third base side, but foul. Ooh, that would have been a good idea. 2-1. The third baseman, Cooner, playing even with the bag, and he's over towards the line. So if Shark's going to bunt it that way, it probably has to be towards the hole, not right down the line. If it's down the line, Cooner can make a play and throw home. Here's the 2-1. Inside, nearly hit him, 3-1. Javen Rominger on deck. Quarter infielders remain in. The middle infielders are at halfway. 3 balls and a strike. The pitch. Inside, ball 4. Another walk brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Bases are loaded for Javen Rominger. Javen hitting just .215. He's second on the team with 14 RBI, and he's got a great opportunity here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Corner infielders in, middle infielders double play depth. The pitch. There's a strike, 0-1. No score. Ottumwa with a big threat to start the game here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Delgadillo will work from the windup. And the pitch way outside in the dirt. Good stop by Sheets, 1-1. Pitching stats on, well, it was Varsity Bound. Now they just call themselves Bound, which I don't get. They don't track wild pitches. That pitch outside, and it's 2-1. I would imagine, given that with the 2 walks this inning, Delgadillo's walked 21 on the season, I would imagine he's had his share of wild pitches. So you got to be ready at third if you're Sainer. That pitch fouled straight back, and we're even at 2-2. Rominger's got to put the ball in play here. Bases loaded, 1 out. The strikeout right now is Delgadillo's best friend. You want to hit this ball in the air. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a foul at the plate. Javen just got a piece to stay alive as Sheets couldn't hang on to it. Still 2-2. Sainer at third, Thompson at second, Shark at first. You got great speed out there. And another 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, chased a high fastball out number 2, and that was a big out for Adon Delgadillo. It's up to Tucker Long.
Now batting, the
second baseman. He's got that batting average up to 250. He's driven in 13 runs. He had a big 2 games up in Decorah on Saturday. Drove in 4 runs in the 2 games. First pitch here to Tucker. Down low, ball 1. Ottumwa had a 6-run lead against Decorah last Saturday, blew it, and then got back to a 5-run lead and blew that, ended up losing in extra innings. And Long chops it foul first base side, count even at 1-1. Tucker is second on the team in walks. He's been sent to first on a free pass 17 times, so if Delgadillo doesn't find the zone, Tucker doesn't chase. The 1-1. And there's a ground ball left side in the hole. It's short. Patton doesn't have a play, and it's 1-0 Ottumwa. That's an infield hit. Patton bobbled it, but that far in the hole it's short. He wasn't going to throw anybody out anyway. So Tucker Long gets the job done with an RBI, his 14th of the year.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 29.
And that'll bring up Braylon Griffiths, the right fielder. Sainer scored, Thompson to third, Shark to second. Right-hander to right-hander, the wind and the pitch. In the dirt, hops a little bit away from Sheets, but not far enough for Thompson to come down the line. Carter is not going to go unless it's a sure thing, not after what happened earlier this inning when he started running for second on a ball in the dirt, only to look up and see Sainer wasn't moving. Ottumwa managed to get out of that pickle without giving up an out. Now 1-0 to Griffiths. The pitch on the way. Outside 2-0. Our home plate umpire today does not seem to have a generous outside corner. Griffiths hitting .268. He's driven in 8. The 2-0 offering. Swing and a miss. Tied him up inside 2-1. A single, a couple of walks, and an infield hit to drive in the run. Bases loaded, 2 out, bottom 1. Ottumwa leading 1-0 early. Trying to put a crooked number on the board now. The pitch. Outside, 3-1, and no margin for error now for Delgadillo. One more ball, and it'll be 2-0. 3 balls and a strike. Outfield straight away. The wind and the pitch. Lined into left field, base hit. 1 run is in, and they're going to wave the runner around third. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. The relay to the plate is in time, and out at home is Tanner Shark to retire the side. A perfect relay by the third baseman Kunert on the initial throw from left fielder Gordon. But Ottumwa gets 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave 2. We go to the second, Bulldogs 2, Scarlets nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Performance Pipe in Bloomfield is hiring. They have 3 classifications open for hire: molding operators, a molding setup, and a maintenance position. Performance Pipe offers a competitive benefit package including medical, life insurance, pension plan, 401k, paid vacation, and holidays. Applicants must be 18 years or older, have a high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license. To apply, go to cpchem.com. Click Careers, type in Bloomfield to see the details of each job and apply for the one that best suits you. Or Google Performance Pipe in Bloomfield and ask for D. Chevron Phillips Chemical Company is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the second inning, Bulldog Baseball brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency plumbing services, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Roto-Rooter Ottumwa, your specialists in plumbing and water cleanup. By Bridge City Realty, whether you're looking to buy your next home or sell your current property, they'll be with you every step of the way. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's trusted experts. And by Community First Credit Union, because together is better. Check them out at cfirstcreditunion.com. Ottumwa 2, Des Moines East nothing as the Scarlets come to bat in the top of the second. They'll have Austin Fleener, Evan Becker, and Dane Littell. Fleener is the designated hitter.
Leading off for Des Moines East, number 13, Austin Fleener.
And I am not seeing his name on the East stat sheet. Right-handed batter, and the first pitch fouled back to the screen, 0-1. That's a pretty good cut. He's a Fleener is a junior. Now, his name was handwritten into the lineup that was brought up here whenever their name was typed. That pitch outside, and the count even at 1-1. Perhaps this is a recent call-up from JV. Yeah, he does not have a varsity at-bat this season. Until now. The wind by Tanner Shark in the 1-1, in the dirt 2-1. Ottumwa 2 runs on 3 hits and a couple of walks. Can't fault Ottumwa for sending Tanner Shark on that single to left, even though it was kind of shallow. Pitch upstairs, 3-1. East was required to make 2 perfect throws in order to get Shark at the plate, and they did just that. When I mean perfect, I mean the relay by the third baseman Kunert was right in the catcher's glove, right where Shark's foot was sliding in. He couldn't have placed it in any better. The 3-1 is a letter high strike, and the count is full 3-2. Sharks struck out 2 in the first inning, pitched around a 1-out single. Now the 3-2 pitch to Fleener, and he buried it in the dirt, ball 4. Goes all the way to the backstop, but Fleener's going to toss away the gear and take his time going to first.
Number 12, Evan Becker.
That'll bring up the first baseman, Evan Becker. Senior hitting .268. He's driven in 7. East with the leadoff man on here in the second inning. Becker, a tall, slender right-handed batter. Shark steps off the rubber. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. That pitch down and in, and the count even at 1-1 to Becker. Runner at first, Fleener with the short lead. Now the 1-1. Popped in the air, foul off to the right, out of play, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Infield at double play depth. Rominger holding Fleener on at first. Lefty to righty, Shark to Becker. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on a high fastball for out number 1. Third strikeout already for Shark, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. That'll bring up the center fielder, Dane Littell. Senior batting .236. He's driven in 3 runs. He gets on a lot. He's walked 18 times. He is one of the few East hitters getting on a regular basis, and he fouls this one back 0-1. I misspoke in pregame. Shows you how closely you need to look at the stats. I said East had a .288 on-base percentage. That was incorrect. They have a .351 on-base percentage, which is okay, not great. What East does not do is hit for power. The slugging percentage is what's at .288. That pitch on the inside corner, strike 2. East came into the game with 148 hits in 26 games. Only 28 of those were for extra bases. The only home run they have came against Ottumwa, but that comes with a bit of an asterisk because when you go up to the baseball stadium at East, that butts up against the stands of Williams Stadium, the football field, as that pitch is inside 1-2. So when you go down the right field line at East, it is only 255 feet. I think I could hit a home run, and I haven't swung at a fast pitch baseball in a long time. Craig couldn't, but I think Craig's a right-handed hitter. I'm lefty. I can pull it down the line. Craig would have to go oppo. Breaking ball grounded to short. Thompson gets to second for 1. Long's relay to first. Not in time. That throw sailed on Tucker just a bit, and I can see him looking at his fingers. Might have been a little perspiration there. Usually he gets a little more on that throw, but it was going to be a close play anyway. Ottumwa got the lead runner. Fleener out at second, 6-4 for out number 2. Littell at first on the fielder's choice, and the batter is Cameron Vandebo. Vandebo hitting .230. He's got that home run. He's driven in 6. Now, he's batting right-handed, but that's against a lefty Shark, and we don't know whether or not he might be a switch hitter. We'll probably find out in game 2. Pitch low and away to Vandebo, ball 1. 2-0 Ottumwa here, 2 out, runner on first for East in the top of the second. Littell over at first, the center fielder. You'd think he'd have some speed, and he is 5 for 6 in stolen base tries. Again, East does not run often. And teams just don't run on Tanner Shark very often because he's a left-hander staring right at the runner. That pitch, a little bit high, 2-0. Bulldogs got 2 in the first on RBI hits by Tucker Long and Braylon Griffiths. Shark kicks and delivers, and a awkward swing on an inside pitch, fouled it off to the right, and Vandebo is shaking his left hand after that swing. That ball really bore in on him. 2-1. About halfway through that swing, it kind of turned into, I don't know, kind of looked like one of the awkward shots from the rough at the U.S. Open last weekend. The 2-1. That's a strike in the outside corner, 2-2, and Vanderbilt kind of spins away in frustration. I think he wants that pitch back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Shark comes set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the side is retired. 4th strikeout for Shark, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. No runs, no hits, a walk and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. Bulldogs 2, Scarlets nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 2nd inning, Ottumwa 2, Des Moines East nothing. Game 1 of our baseball doubleheader here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Brought to you by Mike and the team at Mike's Pizza, Ottumwa's favorite place to eat. By Family First Chiropractic on West 2nd Street, Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family. And by Josh Brenda and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Dogs here in the 2nd inning. Cam Maneri, Lucas Barnes, and then the top of the order, Miles Sainer. Bulldogs had 2 runs on 3 hits in the first. They had another runner thrown out at the plate to end the inning, tried to score 2 on the single by Griffiths.
Leading off for the Bulldogs, the catcher, number 5, Cam Maneri.
So Cam will stand in, freshman catcher. The batting average at .207, a home run and 3 driven in, but again, the on-base .452. This Bulldog team gets on base a lot. And there's a foul straight back, 0-1. That is a number that will translate to the postseason, I believe. Getting on base over 40% of the time. Breaking ball caught the inside corner, 0-2. Good pitch from Delgadillo. Oh, 0-2 to Cam Maneri, and the pitch. Up and away, 1-2. Cambino would not chase that one. The wind by Delgadillo and the 1-2 pitch. Low and away, good eye by Cam. Watch that one all the way in. 2-2. The Ottumwa softball team is also hosting East today. That's over at Houston Field. If we get any updates, we'll pass those along. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3 for out number 1. Cam was looking off speed, got the express. Second strikeout for Delgadillo. That brings up the number 9 hitter, Lucas Barnes, playing center field here in game 1. Lucas hitting 190, on base 324. He's driven in 11. Barnes had 4 RBI in game 1 against Des Moines East back at the end of May. First pitch here, up high, ball 1. Two 2-0 Bulldogs as they bat here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. The 1-0, inside 2-0. Ottumwa and East are in the same sub-state group with Urbandale, Indianola, Ankeny, and Des Moines Lincoln. As the 2-0 to Barnes is up and in 3-0. Now, East and Lincoln are going to be the 5 and the 6. There is a huge gap between the top 4 teams, and then the Scarlets at 8 and 18, and then Lincoln just 2 and 18 entering play today. Here's the 3-0. Low and away, ball 4. 4-pitch walk drawn by Barnes, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Third walk already issued by Delgadillo. Here's Miles Sainer, singled, stole a base, scored a run in the first inning. In the latest Iowa High School Baseball Coaches Association poll, Urbandale dropped a spot to 6. They can thank Ottumwa for that after the Bulldogs got a split with them on Thursday last week. Sainer takes a pitch down and in, ball 1. Ankeny is up to number 8 in that poll. Indianola is still receiving votes, not in the top 10. Ottumwa, of course, not ranked right now at 15 and 10. 1 on, 1 out. Barnes a short lead in the pitch. Upstairs, 2-0. Now, what's kind of interesting about Ottumwa's sub-state group is that by the end of the season, most of the teams will have played each other. As the runner goes, the pitch is a ball to throw down to second, not in time. Lucas Barnes with his 8th steal of the year. 3-0 to Sainer. Now runner in scoring position with 1 out. Delgadillo, a long pause in the pitch. Outside. Did he call that a strike? He didn't send him to first, 3-1. I didn't really see a motion there by our umpire. It wasn't ball 4 because Miles isn't at first, but it's 3-1. And that pitch in the dirt. And racing for third is Sainer. And that actually might have been a 2-2 pitch. He may have called the pitch where Barnes ran to second a strike. It's just the motion was so understated we couldn't tell. All right, so we'll say it's 3-2 now. It has to be. Runner at third with 1 out. And the payoff. That's outside ball 4. Now Miles will go to first. Okay. We knew a walk was coming eventually. Craig, that's not your fault. I don't think any of us could tell what the umpire was signaling. Another walk for Ottumwa, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance. Now, I'm familiar with this home plate umpire, and he's a nice guy. I've gotten to know him a little bit. Runners on the corners, and this pitch is fouled in the air off to the left. It will be just over the short fence and out of play as Kobe Kunert, the third baseman, was over for a look 0-1. Sainer had a great jump on that pitch, but he's got to go back to first. I say the nice thing about the umpire because from up here, when he calls a ball, he's got his pitch counter in his right hand, and he looks at the counter and changes it. So he kind of raises his right hand, but not very much. When he called the 2 strikes in the sequence to Sainer, his hand didn't do anything different than that. So up here, we thought every pitch was being called a ball. Long pause by Delgadillo. The runner doesn't go. Pitch is low and away all the way to the backstop. And time was called before the pitch was thrown. I'm wondering why the runners weren't going. It has to be time was called. Everybody's just standing around. Time called before the pitch, so it got away, but I think everybody knew because the catcher, Ethan Sheets, didn't really go running after the baseball. Still 0-1 to Thompson. Yeah, Delgadillo was waiting forever to throw that pitch. He's trying to vary his motion here to slow Sainer down. Miles runs anyway, and that pitch fouled straight back 0-2. Again, Miles had a great jump, and again, Carter fouls it off. Well, I hope Sainer's got his Fitbit on because he's getting his steps in here. No balls, 2 strikes, runners on the corners, 1 out, bottom second. Ottumwa leading 2-0. Throw to first and Sainer back in easily. Carter Thompson, by the way, walked and scored his first time up. Another throw over, and again, Miles back in safely. Barnes paying close attention at third. If that throw to first gets away, especially with all the foul territory over there, Lucas could walk home. Long pause in the 0-2. Outside, that one gets to the backstop, and that's a live ball. Scoring is Barnes, around second, and holding on is Sainer. It's 3-0 on the wild pitch. So Ottumwa manufactures a run without a hit here in the second. Barnes walked, stole second, went to third on a wild pitch, scored on a wild pitch. And now Sainer's at second with one out. Thompson with a 1-2 count. Wind blowing gently out towards left center. Sainer with the lead at second. And the pitch. Sails outside with a slider, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Right-hander to right-hander. Delgadillo to Thompson. Up and away, 3-0, or 3-2, pardon me. Ottumwa hoping to sweep the season series from the Scarlets, winning 2 back in May up in Des Moines. And with an early lead in game 1 here in Ottumwa. 3-2 to Thompson. And Delgadillo steps off and kind of gently bluffs a throw to second. Sainer goes diving back in anyway. Now the tall right-hander comes set. The 3-2 to Carter. Popped in the air, right side. The second baseman Barboza to the outfield grass, and he will drop it. And everybody's safe. And the east right fielder, Vanderbo, was coming in. I think Vanderbo had a play. Barboza called him off, and that's not how it's supposed to work. If you're the infielder, you go after the ball until the outfielder calls you off, because if the outfielder can get to it, he's coming in, he's got the better angle. It looked like, from what they were saying afterwards, that Barboza called Vanderbo off, and then Barboza dropped it. So the first error of the game puts runners on first and second with one out for Griner, who lined out to second his first time up. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Sainer stayed at second. On a pop-up, he's not going to leave the bag. And when it was dropped, it didn't get away. It just stayed right there next to Barboza on the ground, so Miles no chance to advance. 0-1 to Griner. First and second, one out. One home, 3-0 Dogs, bottom of the second. The pitch. Sails outside, 1-1. Ottumwa still doesn't have a hit this inning, 2 walks and an error. Four walks in the game for Delgadillo, as control continues to be an issue for him. That's outside, 2-1. And pitch count's going to be an issue for Delgadillo fairly soon. He threw 29 in the first inning. And he's thrown a lot here in the second. We'll get an updated count in a moment. The 2-1. Low and away with runners going, 3-1. Ball was in the dirt. All Sheets could do was knock it down. Double steal. Sander to third, Thompson to second. For Miles, that's steal number 16. And for Carter, that's steal number 11. 3-1 now to Griner. Runners at second and third and only one out. Infield back now for East. And the pitch. Outside, ball 4. They are loaded. Another walk brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. And here's Tanner Shark, who walked his first time up. Bulldogs up 3-0. Bases loaded and one out. A chance to break this game wide open. No activity in the East bullpen yet. And the pitch to Tanner is inside, ball 1. That is the 27th pitch of the inning for Adon Delgadillo. And the 56th of the game by my count, with only one out in the second inning. Now the 1-0. Poked in the air, foul off to the left and out of play, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Bulldogs have 3 runs on 3 hits. 1-1 to Shark. Delgadillo from the windup with the bases loaded. And the next pitch, chopper slowly to the right side. Jumping over it is Griner, fielded by Barboza, the second baseman. Throw to first for the out. A run scores, and it's 4-0. Adam Griner with a very late audition for the high hurdles there. Jumping over that slow roller.
Number 18, Javen Rominger.
So Shark with the RBI. Sainer scores. Thompson to third. Griner to second. And here's Javen Rominger, who struck out his first time up. And he drives this one deep but well foul off to the left out of play. Did that hit a car? Oh, it got over the car. It's like over by those softball batting cages. If he'd pulled it a little less, he might have hit the tennis courts. That's how far he hit it, but foul. 0-1 to Javen. Next offering in there for a strike, and Rominger down 0-2. Boy, if you're Javen right now, you got to be wondering, everybody else is getting ball 1, ball 2, ball 3, and I've already struck out once and I'm 0-2. Why is he throwing strikes to only me? Second and third, 2 down, the 0-2. Pop foul back over the press box. We'll do it again. No balls and 2 strikes. The run scored by Sainer there unearned because of the error earlier in the inning. Without the error, the inning would have ended on that ground ball. 4-0 Bulldogs. And the 0-2. Low and away, 1-2. Good take by Javen. Bulldogs still do not have a hit in the inning. The wind and the 1-2. Lined into left field. That's down the line. It is a fair ball. 2 runs are going to score. There's a hit in the inning. Rominger hustling for second. And it is a ground rule double as the ball, I believe, might have hopped under the fence. So it's out of play. It's a 2-run double for Javen Rominger, and it is 6-0 Ottumwa. Thompson and Griner come home.
20, Tucker Long.
So Rominger, who struck out with the bases loaded in the first inning, makes amends with a 2-run double. And here's Tucker Long, who had an RBI infield single his first time up. Javen now has 16 RBI. That passes Shark for the team lead. Actually ties him, because Shark has an RBI in this inning. Long takes a pitch downstairs, 1-0. Tucker, the 8th man to bat in the inning. So it's a 4-run inning now for Ottumwa on only 1 hit. We've seen 3 walks, an error, and then the ringing double by Javen Rominger. The 1-0 to Long. Down and in. Ball was knocked down by Sheets, or did it hit Long? It actually bounced up and hit Tucker Long. So he'll go to first. I think Rominger's going to have to go back to second. Yep, he took off on the pitch in the dirt, but it's a hit batter. And that is the 14th hit batter by Delgadillo this season.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 29, Braylon Griffiths.
So here's Braylon Griffiths, an RBI single his first time up. Braylon, the 9th man to bat in the inning. 6-0 Ottumwa here in the bottom of the second. 4 runs home in the frame. First pitch. High fly ball to left center. Should be playable for Gordon. And he will make the catch to retire the side. But Ottumwa gets 4 runs on just 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 left on base. We go to the third. Bulldogs 6, Scarlets nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, Bulldog Baseball brought to you by Reflection Studio next to New Cara Pharmacy in downtown Ottumwa. Looking good doesn't happen by chance. It happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. by Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, your local pediatric provider. Mercy One Ottumwa, your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercy1.org. And by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications, Lisco of Fairfield. Ottumwa 6, Des Moines East nothing as the Scarlets come to bat here in the top of the third. 9-1-2 due up for East. Kobe Kunert, Brady Gordon, Anthony Barboza. Kunert, just a sophomore, good-looking third baseman, trying to find himself at the plate a little bit, hitting 197. He does have 10 RBI. That is second on the Scarlets. Tanner Shark, the lefty, winds and delivers. And the pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Tanner has struck out 4. He's walked 1. He's given up 1 hit in the first 2 innings. Has allowed a single base runner in each of the first 2 frames. Update from Houston Field in a moment here, as the 1-0 is inside 2-0. Ottumwa softball leading Des Moines East 2-1 after 3 innings at Houston Field. Thanks to our good buddy Scott Jackson with the Courier for that update. 2-0, a little bit high, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Sharks pitch. In there for a strike, 3-1. I do wish our home plate umpire would signal the strike before he changes his pitch counter. The 3-1 is outside, ball 4. Shark issues his second walk. They've both been leadoff walks. Don't want to walk the number 9 hitter.
Now batting the left fielder, number 1, Brady Gordon.
Here's Brady Gordon, called out on strikes his first time up. Kunert getting his lead at first, a little bigger than the other runners we've seen from East, and a throw from Shark will chase him back. Kunert 4 for 4 in stolen base tries. First pitch, breaking ball inside corner, strike to Brady Gordon, 0-1. Gordon, the left fielder for the Scarlets, right-handed batter. The 0-1. Down and in, good stop by Cam Maneri, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Cam was really tested by Ottumwa's pitchers in the Decorah game on Saturday. I cannot remember how many pitches were in the dirt, and he stopped most of them. There were a handful of wild pitches, and they were all balls that no catcher probably would have stopped. But he made a lot of good stops as well. 1 ball, 1 strike here. The pitch, line but foul down the left field line into the corner into the East bullpen. And the count goes to 1-2 on Brady Gordon. Nobody's going down in the corner to get that foul ball. Somebody's got to come from the East dugout, I think, to go get it. Now somebody does pop out of the dugout. The pitch, high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, nobody out for East. Top of the third, Ottumwa leading 6-0. The pitch, popped foul, back towards us. It's going to land in the bleachers below us. And we stay at 2-2. I was going to bring the fishing net. I might have had a shot at that ball with the Harry Carey fishing net. I'm going fishing this weekend. Saturday, you're going to find me out on a lake somewhere. Throw to first, and back in time is Kunert. Two balls, 2 strikes. Sharks pitch. Popped it up. Shallow center. Out is the second baseman, Long, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Barboza. He has the only Scarlet hit to this point, a single with 1 out on the first.
Now batting, number 7, Anthony Barboza.
6-0 Bulldogs. Ottumwa getting RBI hits in the first inning from Tucker Long and Braylon Griffiths. Then scoring 4 in the second inning. Swing and a foul off to the right by Barboza, 0-1. In that second inning, a run scored on a wild pitch. Tanner Shark had an RBI ground out. And then Javen Rominger, the big blow, a 2-run double. Rominger now has 5 RBI against East on the season. That pitch popped up right side. In on the grass, the first baseman, Rominger, makes the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Adon Delgadillo, who struck out his first time up.
Now batting, number 8, Adon Delgadillo.
It's almost 6 runs, 4 hits, no errors. East, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. Runner at first and 2 down for the Scarlets down here in the top of the third. Shark trying to pitch around his second leadoff walk in as many innings. That pitch down and in, another good stop by Maneri, ball 1. Shark comes set, his 1-0. In the dirt again, 2-0. Tanner's pitched well so far. It's not been perfect. He's fallen behind his share of hitters. He has a couple of walks, and now Luke Gomet, the pitching coach, coming out. I think he's seen something in Tanner's delivery, and he's going to try to get it corrected right here. That will give Camden Cormany a chance to bring some foul balls back to the home plate umpire. Quick talk by Luke, and he's headed back to the Bulldog dugout. By the way, Cormany, I don't know how much more we'll see him on the mound this year, but let's not forget his effort in Game 2 against Urbandale on Thursday. He kept Ottumwa in a position to win that game, and he didn't get the save because he was lifted before the final batter for Cam Maneri, and I think the reason was they wanted a harder thrower to mix it up on the final Urbandale hitter, and it worked. But Cormany really had a hand in that win. Pitch is down and in again to Delgadillo, 3-0. Sharks still trying to find it with that pitch out there. Runner at first, 2 down, top 3, 6-0 Bulldogs. The 3-0 pitch, that's right down Broadway, 3-1. See if Tanner can come all the way back. 3 balls and a strike. The kick and the pitch. Ground ball to third. Griner backs up on it, makes the play cleanly, fires across, and not in time. And racing all the way to third is Kunert. That'll be an infield hit for Delgadillo. And now the Scarlets have runners on the corners for Ethan Sheets, who grounded short his first time up. Get a courtesy runner here for the pitcher, Delgadillo.
Now running, number 6.
That will be...
Batting for East, number 17, Ethan Sheets.
Caden Klein, a senior, is the courtesy runner. So here's Sheets, left-handed batting catcher. Throw to first, they got him picked off. Throw down to second, and the tag in time in the inning is over just like that. East rarely tries to steal, but they tried, and Tanner made him pay. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Ottumwa 6, East nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the third inning, Bulldog baseball. I get talking softball here with Joe for a moment, and it throws me off. Thanks, Kevin. Bulldog Baseball brought to you by Lee's Photography Ottumwa, capturing all the special moments in your life, such as weddings, sports, senior photos, family portraits, and more. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, capturing memories to last a lifetime. And by Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, your premium broadband provider expanding in Wapello County. Please go to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com to express interest in fiber internet at your home. Ottumwa 6, Des Moines East nothing. Bottom of the third inning. Good news from Houston Field. After 4 innings, Ottumwa's opened a 5-1 lead over Easton softball. Jocelyn Ware with a 2-out, 2-run single to expand the Bulldog lead. Thank you again, Scott Jackson. 8-9-1 due up for the Dogs here in the third after they batted around in the second. Cam Maneri, Lucas Barnes, Miles Sainer. Cam struck out looking his first time up. Adon Delgadillo has struck out 2, but he's walked 5 and hit a batter in 2 innings. And that pitch up and in, ball 1. Ottumwa 2 in the first, 4 in the second. You can tack on 4 more runs here and keep East off the board. You can get this game over with early. Cam grounds it up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So Maneri has the 5th hit of the game for OHS. And he will be replaced by a courtesy runner here. Luke Gravy headed out of the dugout.
Running for Ottumwa, number 25, Luke Gravy.
So Gravy at first, and here's Lucas Barnes, who walked, stole a base, and scored in the second.
Lucas Barnes.
Gravy is a threat to run over there. First pitch, Lucas chops it foul at the plate off his leg, 0-1. And Barnes is trying to shake that off a few feet up the third baseline. Gravy 8 for 8 in stolen base tries. Throw to first, or a step off and a bluff to first. Gravy dove back in, but no throw. Ottumwa's already stolen 4 bases in this game. And the runner goes, the pitch in the dirt, and Sheets won't have a throw. Can't find it for a moment, but it's right at his feet. So Gravy's got his 9th steal. And it's 1-1 to Barnes with a man in scoring position and nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Delgadillo, the right-hander, in the stretch, and the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Barnes. Top of the order, Miles Sainer on deck. Long pause in the 1-2. Breaking ball called, strike 3. That's the best bender that Delgadillo has thrown in this game. 3rd strikeout. Top of the order, Miles Sainer. He's singled, he's walked, he's stolen 2 bases, he's scored 2 runs. Gravy at second now with 1 down, and the pitch to Miles. Strike at the letters, 0-1. One to Sainer. And the next offering, runner goes, pitch outside, the throw down to third. And out at third is Gravy didn't slide. I'm not sure what happened there. Looked like it was going to be a close play, and then Luke just kind of pulled up and didn't slide. I'm not sure exactly how that happened, but Luke caught stealing for the first time this year. Suddenly 2 out, nobody on, and the count, I believe, 1-1 to Miles. And the next offering, that's lined into left center field, and a diving attempt at it, but missing it is Littell, backed up by the left fielder Gordon, and Sainer will hang on with a 2-out single. And that caught stealing for the moment has cost Ottumwa a run. As if that ball is, well, I suppose that Gravy would have had to hold up and make sure the ball wouldn't be caught, but you'd have runners on the corners. Instead, you have a runner at first and 2 down for Carter Thompson, who has walked and reached on an error. He's stolen a base. He scored 2 runs. Delgadillo again steps off and bluffs a throw, and Sainer dives back in. I would actually be shocked if Miles didn't run here. He's already stolen a base twice. There he goes, and the pitch goes behind him and actually got him on the shoulder. So Sainer will lose the stolen base because Thompson got hit with the pitch. Second hit batter of the game by Delgadillo, and the 15th he's hit this season.
Number 10, Adam Greiner.
Here's Greiner, who has lined out and walked. Two on, 2 out. Ottumwa leading 6-0, trying to add to it here in the bottom of the third. Right-hander to right-hander, the pitch. High fly ball to center. Going back on it is Littell. He's underneath it. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. Ottumwa doesn't score. They had 2 hits. They leave 2. We go to the fourth. Bulldogs 6, Scarlets nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 4th inning, game 1 of our baseball doubleheader here at John Hart Stadium. Ottumwa 6, Des Moines East nothing. Scoreboard update over in Omaha at the College World Series. Auburn 6, Stanford 2. Stanford joins Texas on the garbage heap. They go 2 in barbecue, as they say over there. First time Stanford has gone winless in a College World Series appearance in their last 18 appearances. So Auburn stays alive. And the game that's getting started shortly will be the winner's bracket on that side, Ole Miss and Arkansas, an all-SEC matchup. Of course, on the other side, Oklahoma is 2-0. Notre Dame and Texas A&M are 1-1 on the other side. Down on the field here in Ottumwa, the Bulldogs are going to the bullpen early. Lucas Barnes is now on the mound. So Tanner Shark is done after 3 innings and 54 pitches. Tanner moves to first base, and Javen Rominger is now out in center field. I don't know if there's something. It's not anything too serious with Tanner, because if it was something serious with his arm, he'd be out of the game.
Now pitching for Ottumwa, number 22, Lucas Barnes. And batting for the Moines.
But it is kind of odd to see Shark out after just 3 innings. Barnes making his 4th appearance. He has 1 start. First batter he faces is Ethan Sheets, the catcher, and the pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Sheets was at the plate when the courtesy runner Klein was picked off to end the top of the 3rd. Barnes is 1-0 with a 4.2 ERA. He has a save. That pitch misses, and it's 2-0. 6 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits allowed, 4 runs all earned, 3 walks, 11 strikeouts. Opponents hitting just 179 against him. There's a strike, and it's 2-1. Righty to lefty, the 2-1. A liner, leaping catch by Tucker Long, the second baseman, for out number 1. And Sheets, halfway up the first baseline, slams his bat on the ground in disgust.
Number 13, Austin Cleaner.
Sheets hit it hard, but Long was positioned well and made a nice play. One down for the DH, Austin Fleener, who walked his first time up. That pitch popped up, left side, foul territory. Who wants it? And it's bobbled and dropped as Maneri and Griner both reached for it. A little bit of miscommunication, and it drops between them for just strike one. Fleener has new life. Griner, I thought he was trying to call off Maneri. Looked like he waved his arm at one point. I can't hear the verbal communication from up here, but I thought Griner was trying to call him off, and then Maneri tried to make a basket catch on the run. It popped out of his glove. Griner tried to catch it on the deflection and couldn't come up with it. Now the 0-1, letter high strike, 0-2. Let's see if Barnes can pick up his teammates here and retire Fleener anyway. 0-2 the count. And the pitch. Low and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lucas Wines in the 1-2. Breaking ball downstairs, 2-2. Ottumwa 6, East nothing, top of the 4th. Bulldogs have gone to the bullpen here. Lucas Barnes in relief of Tanner Shark. The pitch, high, 3-2. Well, he was ahead of him 0-2, but he's missed 3 straight. Now the payoff. Little liner caught by Griner at third. 4 out, number 2. Soft line drive over towards the line. And Ottumwa dodges the drop pop-up and retires Fleener anyway. 2 down for Evan Becker, who struck out his first time up.
12, Evan Becker.
So Tanner Shark, 3 innings pitched. No runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 54 pitches. That pitch count was a little high through 3. And the first pitch here to Becker, high, ball 1. The next offering misses all the way to the backstop, and Barnes falls behind 2-0. The wind by Barnes in the pitch, low and away, 3-0. The center fielder, Dane Littell, on deck. Barnes winds in his 3-0 pitch. Outside corner strike, 3-1. Barnes working quickly. The 3-1. High, ball 4. First walk issued by Barnes. Third walk issued by Ottumwa pitching today. And that will allow the center fielder, Dane Littell, to bat. Littell bounced into a fielder's choice his first time up. Ottumwa 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors. East, no run, 2 hits, 1 error as the Scarlets bat in the top of the 4th. First pitch, inside, ball 1. East not likely to run down 6 here in the 4th inning. As that pitch is swung on and missed, got him to chase one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Becker, the runner at first, has only attempted 1 steal this year. It was successful. Now the 1-1. Flared to right, shallow. This is going to get down for a bloop single. Becker around second, on his way to third. The throw comes into third wide. Runner trying to go to second. Throw back to second. The tag and out at second is Littell, and the inning is over. So East got a little too adventurous on the base paths, and it cost them a scoring opportunity. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the fourth, Ottumwa 6, East nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Ottumwa 6, East nothing. Bulldog baseball here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Tanner Shark, Javen Rominger, Tucker Long, 4, 5, and 6 to up for the Dogs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Shark now playing first base. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and an RBI ground out so far here in game one. Shark pitched 3 innings, so if this game goes all 7, he would not qualify for the win. But if Ottumwa can push the lead out to 10 runs and end the game early in either the 5th or the 6th inning, then Shark would qualify for the win. The wind by Aiden Delgadillo in the first pitch here to Tanner shows bunt. Pitch comes in high, 1-0. Delgadillo's allowed 6 runs on 6 hits. He has struck out 3. He's walked 5 and hit 2 batters. Shark bunts at third base line, and that bounces foul. It started out fair and then kind of hit the edge of that grass and took a left turn. 1 ball, 1 strike. Delgadillo is about to throw his 80th pitch of the game. He threw 66 in the first 2 innings. Ottumwa swung at a lot of pitches early in the count in the 3rd inning. He only threw 11. Now the 1-1. Way inside, it hit him, and down goes Shark. And he'll get back up. And Tanner will take a slow walk down to first. 3rd hit batter by Delgadillo, and the 16th he's hit on the season.
Now batting, number 18, Javen Rominger.
So here's Rominger, who's 1 for 2 with a 2-run double in the 2nd inning. Tanner Shark now tied for the team lead in steals with Miles Sainer, who has 2 in this game. They both have 16. Delgadillo will step off and bluff Shark back, but I don't think Tanner's deterred here. First pitch, low and away, ball 1 to Javen. Javen now in center field, started the game at first base. Ottumwa with the leadoff man on for the 3rd time in 4 innings. Shark's running. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw down to second, not nearly in time. Tanner's got steal number 17. He's back in sole possession of the team lead. 1-1 to Rominger. Man in scoring position, nobody out. Delgadillo comes set. Looks back at second, and the pitch. Driven deep but foul off to the left out of play. And the count is 1-2. Javen digs back in, waving that bat over his shoulder. And Delgadillo will step off the rubber. One ball, 2 strikes. The right-hander sets. A long look at second. And time called to the plate. 6-0 Ottumwa. Runner at second, nobody out, bottom four for the Bulldogs as they try to put this game further out of reach from East. The 1-2. Breaking ball outside, 2-2. Good take there by Javen. Two balls, two strikes. Shark kind of dancing around out at second as Delgadillo leans in to get the sign. And Delgadillo will bluff him back to the bag. Ottumwa out hitting East 6-3. The Scarlets have the only error, and that meant 3 of the 4 runs in the second inning were unearned. Runner goes, the pitch outside, a double clutch in the throw to third, not nearly in time. Count is full to Javen, 3-2. Shark with his second steal of the inning. Give him 18 on the year. He's 90 feet away from giving Ottumwa its 7th run. And a 3-2 count on Rominger with Tucker Long on deck. The payoff pitch. High in the air, down the line, in left. That will land foul. Didn't miss by much. From our vantage point, kind of hard to see down there in the corner. But after that ball landed, Rominger walked back to the plate, and Shark never moved from the third base bag. So no dissent from Ottumwa on that one, a foul ball. Still 3-2 to Rominger. His double was down the line in the second inning. Another 3-2. That's high in the air down the left field line. It's going to get into foul territory. Gordon is over there. He will make the catch. No, he didn't make the catch. Well, that would have been a sacrifice fly, well deep enough to score the run, but instead it is a dropped fly ball in foul territory, so it's just a foul ball, and Rominger will get another life. In the college and pro levels, that would be an error. At high school, they don't count it that way. And now another 3-2. Called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Javen thought it was high and outside.
Now batting, number 20.
4th strikeout for Delgadillo. 2nd time he's gotten Rominger. And the batter, Tucker Long, who has an RBI single and has been hit by a pitch. So for the moment, the dropped fly ball deep in foul territory has actually saved East a run. Runner at third, now 1 down. And the pitch. Up and away, ball 1. The next pitch for Delgadillo, by my count, will be his 90th of the game, here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 1-0. Inside corner, strike 1. Shark hit by a pitch, stole 2nd and 3rd. Rominger struck out. Now 1-1 to Long. And a pop foul back to the left out of play, 1-2. Time called as East head coach Brian Luft is out of the dugout, and at 90 pitches, that's going to be all for Delgadillo. They're going to bring in the left fielder Brady Gordon to pitch, so it's a call to the bullpen for the Scarlets. We'll take 30 seconds and tell you about the new pitcher after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
If you've got more to do than time to do it, you deserve some hard-working help. Introducing the all-electric Ranger XP Kinetic, the most powerful utility side-by-side ever made. With an advanced electric drivetrain, lithium-ion batteries, and remarkably quiet operation. Now the world's hardest working people have a revolutionary choice in how jobs get done. Ranger XP Kinetic.
Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
So the new pitcher for Des Moines East is Brady Gordon, who comes in from left field to pitch. Gordon is a senior. This will be his 7th appearance. He has 1 start. He's 1-0, an 8.40 ERA, 10 innings pitched, 12 hits, 12 runs, all earned, 9 walks, 3 hit batters, 13 strikeouts, opponents hitting .286 against him. We believe he's been replaced in left field by Caden Klein, who appeared earlier in the game as a courtesy runner. So Klein will go into the spot in the batting order that had been occupied by the starter, Adon Delgadillo.
Now pitching for East, number 1, Brady Gordon.
First batter that Gordon will face is Tucker Long, and Long has a 1-2 count. I think if strike 3 comes in here, that'll be credited to Delgadillo. That pitch is inside, didn't miss by a whole lot, 2-2. Runner at third, 1 out, bottom 4, Ottumwa leading 6-0. And that pitch grounded right side past the first baseman. Becker into right field for a base hit. The run scores, and it's 7-0. RBI single Tucker Long, his 2nd RBI of the game.
Now batting, number 29, Braylon Griffiths.
So Ottumwa cashes in the hit batter, and that'll close the book on the starter, Adon Delgadillo. Braylon Griffiths, the batter, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. 1 on, 1 out, bottom 4, 7-0 Dogs. That pitch, a strike, 0-1. For Delgadillo, 3 1/3 innings pitched, 7 runs, 4 earned on 6 hits, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts, 3 hit batters, 91 pitches by my count. That pitch by Gordon to Griffiths misses for ball 1. Right-hander to right-hander, the next offering swung on and missed 1-2. Seven 7-0 Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 4th. Long a short lead at first, and the pitch. Over but low, 2-2 to Griffiths. Tucker Long 7 for 10 on stolen base tries. Doesn't look like he's going here. The pitch called strike 3. We must have had the count wrong. We thought it was strike 3. It was strike 2 as Griffiths was starting to walk to first. So it was 3-1. Now it's 3-2. Rudder goes. Pitch is high, ball 4. So Griffiths does draw the walk. Brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa.
Number 5, Cam Maneri.
2 on, 1 out for Cam Maneri, who was struck out and singled. Now, I'm not saying Cam is going to hit one out here. He does have 1 home run in the year. That was in the opener against Indianola on the road. But he does represent the 10th run at the plate. It's 7-0 Ottumwa, 2 on, 1 out. The pitch. Strike at the knees, 0-1. The right-hander Gordon comes set. And the 0-1 swung on and missed, 0-2. 2 on, 1 out. Ottumwa trying to extend the lead from the bottom part of the order. Maneri, the number 8 hitter. Lucas Barnes on deck, the number 9. 0-2 to Cam. The pitch. Inside corner called strike 3. That pitch wasn't a strike earlier in this game, and there's 2 down.
Now batting,
2 strikeouts now for Gordon in relief. Pardon me, just 1. The first strikeout of the inning belonged to the starter Delgadillo. So here's Barnes, hasn't put a ball in play yet. He's walked and scored. He's been called out on strikes. Runner from second goes. The pitch swung on and missed. Now they got the runner first tied up, but the throw is high and back in safely. At first it's Griffiths. Long hustles back to second. Long started and stopped at second base. Griffiths was getting a big secondary lead, hoping a throw to third would allow him to go to second, and then they threw behind him. A better throw probably would have gotten him, but Sheets put the throw in too high. Now the 0-1 is up and away to Barnes. 1 ball, 1 strike. I don't know exactly what they're grilling at the concession stand down there, but it smells good. I mean, it always smells good, but it smells really good tonight. Swing and a miss by Barnes, 1-2. I think someone's going on a burger run between games. 1-2 to Barnes, 2 on, 2 out. Runner goes from second. The pitch hits Lucas, and they're loaded. That ball came up and in on the shoulder. Bases loaded for Miles Sainer, who has 2 singles and a walk.
Miles Sainer.
Well, East keeps giving away base runners. Ottumwa has taken advantage to the tune of a 7-0 lead, but a chance maybe to get this game over with in 5 innings if you can plate some runs here. Luke Reinhardt will be the courtesy runner at first for Barnes. First pitch up and away to Sainer, ball 1. Bases loaded again. Ottumwa's had a lot of traffic on the base paths. The 1-0. Down low, 2-0. No place to put him. Tucker Long's at third. Braylon Griffiths at second. And now Luke Reinhardt, the courtesy runner, at first. Gordon from the windup, the 2-0 to Sainer. Popped it up. The shortstop coming in, that's Jakari Patton, makes the catch and the inning is over. Ottumwa does get a run on a hit. They leave 3. We go to the 5th. Dogs 7, Scarlets nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
The 5th inning, well, Ottumwa not able to end this game in the top of the 5th. They do lead East 7-0 here in Game 1 at John Hart Stadium. Lucas Barnes on for his 2nd inning of relief. He'll face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in the East order, Vandebo, Kunert, and Gordon. Cameron Vandebo, the right fielder, struck out his first time up.
Leading out the top of the 5th.
Right-handed batting outfielder will stand in against Barnes for the first time. Ottumwa can still win this game in 5 innings. They would need to keep East off the scoreboard and then score 3 in the bottom of the 5th. That'd be the easiest way. Pitch low and away to Vandebo, 1-0. Of course, if East were to score in this inning, that would make it harder for Ottumwa to score enough runs in the bottom of the 5th to get us over with 2 innings early. That pitch low and away, 2-0. Barnes winds and delivers, and it's poked in the air to right over towards the line. Long run for Griffiths, but he's there to make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up the third baseman, Kobe Kunert, walked his first time up. It's almost 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors. East, no runs, 3 hits, and 1 error. Top of the 5th inning, 1 out, nobody on. Number 9 hitter at the plate for the Scarlets. And the pitch is a little flare, left side foul, and just out of the reach of a sprinting Adam Greiner down the third baseline, strike 1. I think Adam briefly thought about throwing his glove at that ball. Oh, 0-1 the count. And the pitch. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And our home plate umpire says, wait a minute, I can't see the plate here. Let me dust it off. One and 1 to Kobe Kunert. That pitch popped foul back and out of play, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on, top 5. East batting, Ottumwa leading 7-0. The 1-2. High, 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Popped it up on the infield. Barnes wants it himself, and the pitcher makes the catch for out number 2. Good news from Houston Field. The final in Game 1 between Ottumwa and Easton softball. Bulldogs 5, Scarlets 1. Ottumwa will strengthen its hold on first place in the Metro softball race. The Bulldogs now 9-2. Ashlyn Sheets, one of her best games of the year, retiring the last 8 Scarlets to get the win. Thank you, Scott Jackson, for the update. Top of the order for the East baseball team. Brady Gordon now pitching. And at the plate takes a strike 0-1. Gordon has struck out and popped out 0 for 2. Those at-bats came against Tanner Shark. The 0-1 from Barnes. Dropped in another curveball, but apparently that one missed. 1-1. That pitch was a strike to Camineri last inning. It was. Now the 1-1. Fastball low, 2-1. Or did he call? He called that a strike. 1-2. And the pitch, ground ball to third. Waiting on it is Greiner. Long throw across the diamond is on the money to retire the side as Barnes sets him down in order. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Ottumwa 7, East 0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice, basically from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Ottumwa 7, Des Moines East 0. Bulldog baseball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Thompson, Greiner, and Shark 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Dogs. 3 runs in this inning, and the game will end on the 10-run rule. Brady Gordon on for his first full inning of relief. He threw 2/3 of an inning in the 4th. Did not give up a run of his own, allowed an inherited runner to score. Carter Thompson is 0 for 1. He's walked, he's been hit by a pitch, he's reached on an error and scored. 7 runs, 7 hits for the Dogs. No runs, 3 hits, an error for the Scarlets. Bulldogs, it would seem, cruising to their 11th win in conference play without a loss. So Thompson will stand in against Gordon for the first time. Let's see if Carter can start a rally here that'll put this game to bed early. Need 3 runs in the frame to do it. First pitch, up and away, ball 1. Now the 1-0. Outside 2-0. Again, Ottumwa softball has beaten East in game 1 of that doubleheader at Houston Field 5-1. That's got to be a nice little bit of redemption for Ashland Sheets. Talk about that more in a moment. The 2-0 to Carter, and he lines it but foul down the left field line, 2-1. Sheets pitched a great ball game against East the first time the two teams met. Had a 1-run lead late, lost it. Her team got her to extra innings, and then East walked it off. Tough 3-2 loss, so Sheets got a little redemption today. That pitch in the dirt low and away to Thompson, 3-1. Hitters count for Thompson, the 3-1 from Gordon. Fouled off the end of the bat over towards Adam Greiner in the on-deck circle, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The wind by Gordon and the payoff pitch to Thompson. Line foul down the left field line. Carter's had a couple of good swings in this at-bat. Still in there at 3-2. Now another payoff pitch. High and away, ball 4. Leadoff walk brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Adam Greiner, the batter. He is lined out, walked and scored, and flied to center. Greiner will try to get on the hit parade here now. Thompson at first has a stolen base today, and 11 on the season. Not going here, and Greiner skies it to left center. That's pretty well hit. Going back, Littell, and that ball's off the base of the wall. Around third is Thompson on his way home. Greiner's racing for third. The relay throw to third, not in time. An RBI triple for Adam Greiner, and it's 8-0. That ball carried very well to left center. The wind is blowing gently out that way. For a moment, I thought it might get out because you saw Littell, the center fielder, kind of slow down and watch it. He gave up on trying to catch it, and it hit right at the base of the wall. Greiner continues to be a triple machine. That is his 6th triple of the year. Now Tanner Shark takes an inside corner strike, 0-1. So it's 8-0 Ottumwa. Runner at third and nobody out. And the pitch showed bunt, but took a strike, 0-2. That very casual strike call. He adjusts the pitch counter, and then, oh, by the way, I'm going to put my hand out over here. 0-2 to Shark. Righty to lefty, the pitch, check swing in the dirt. No swing, says our base umpire, 1-2. Again, I know our umpire here, and we talked before the game, so he knows I'm here doing the game. Shouldn't he say, hey, maybe I should do something a little more definitive so the guys up in the press box can see what I called? I don't know. Now the 1-2. Fouled off to the left, out of play. I will say that I know he's done a lot of smaller school games that maybe don't have the press box personnel that we do. I don't know. Sometimes we're guessing. But it is 1-2 to Tanner. That pitch way high, 2-2. Thompson walked. Griner drove him home with a triple to deep left center. And now a 2-2 count to Shark. 8-0 Ottumwa, nobody out, bottom 5. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 1. Second strikeout for Brady Gordon. And the batter, Javen Rominger, who struck out twice, but in between those strikeouts, he hit a 2-run double. Runner at third and 1 down. Infield back for East. And the pitch in the dirt got a little bit away to the right of the catcher Sheets, but Griner put on the brakes and stayed at third, 1-0. Gordon from the windup with the runner on third. That pitch up and in, 2-0. When the Bulldogs started the inning, they needed 3 runs in the frame to end it on the 10-run rule here in the 5th. One of them home on the RBI triple by Griner. He's 90 feet from the second of 3. That pitch upstairs to Javen, 3-0. The wind and the pitch in there for a strike, 3-1. Gordon working quickly, and that pitch is outside, ball 4. Another walk brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Rominger now representing the game-ending run at first, and the batter Tucker Long, who is 2 for 2, 2 singles, hit by a pitch. He's driven in 2. Joe Vandenberg, our PA announcer up here in the press box, dropping the wireless mic. Those aren't cheap, buddy. So take it out of the basketball budget. I thought you were getting like stuff approved for the basketball budget. Runner goes from second, throw down to third, not in time. They try to catch Griner napping. Javen steals second. That is hit his 11th of the year. Now runners at second and third in scoring position with 1 out. They both come home. The game is over. 8-0 Dogs. Pitch low and away to Tucker, 2-0. The right fielder, Vanderbilt, very shallow and straightaway right. Tucker pulls one with any kind of strength, this ball game's over. Takes a strike at the knees, 2-1. Second and third, 1 out, a run home here in the 5th, 8-0 Dogs. The 2-1 to Tucker. Down and in, 3-1. Griffiths on deck. Three balls and a strike to Long. Righty to lefty, the pitch. Up and in, ball 4. Another walk brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. And here is Griffiths, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a walk. Griffiths getting the start in right field tonight as Tanner Shark was on the mound and Barnes had to play center. Pitch in the dirt all the way to the backstop. Wild pitch brings home Griner. Other runners advance. It's 9-0, and now the game-ending run only 90 feet away with just 1 down. 1-0 to Braylon. Well, Ottumwa had a 9-0 lead in the first game of the doubleheader against East back in May. Ottumwa won that game 9-5. East scored 5 runs in the 7th. It didn't really matter. Infield in for East. They know if the run scores, the game's over. And Braylon swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 to Griffiths. Outside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike, and the pitch way outside, 3-1. If you walk him, Cam Maneri's up. 9-0 Ottumwa, bottom of the 5th. Game-ending run at third. That's Rominger. The pitch, swing and a miss, 3-2. Only 1 ball put in play this inning. That was the triple by Griner. The 3-2. Little flare to left center. It's shallow. It's caught by the center fielder, Littell. Runner tags. Here's a throw to the plate. It is not in time, and Ottumwa wins it by a final of 10-0 in 5 innings on the sacrifice fly by Braylon Griffiths. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and get you the Game 1 totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Performance Pipe in Bloomfield is hiring. They have 3 classifications open for hire: molding operators, a molding setup, and a maintenance position. Performance Pipe offers a competitive benefit package including medical, life insurance, pension plan, 401k, paid vacation, and holidays. Applicants must be 18 years or older, have a high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license. To apply, go to cpchem.com. Click Careers, type in Bloomfield to see the details of each job and apply for the one that best suits you. Or Google Performance Pipe in Bloomfield and ask for D. Chevron Phillips Chemical Company is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Baseball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Game 1 of the books. Bulldogs blanked Des Moines East 10-0 in 5 innings. For Ottumwa, 10 runs, 8 hits, no errors, 10 men left on base. Tanner Shark does get the win. He is 4-1. For Des Moines East, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 4 left on base. Adon Delgadillo, the loss, now 3-4. The ball game took 1 hour and 49 minutes. Ottumwa improves to 16-10, 11-0 in the Metro Conference. East falls to 8-19, 6-5 in Metro Conference play. These two teams will play one more game tonight. We'll have it for you shortly. On the radio side, we'll take a 3-minute timeout, then get you Radio Iowa News and Radio Iowa Sports. On the video side, a few more sponsors, and we'll shut down the Game 1 stream and get the Game 2 stream set up and ready to go. We'll be back shortly for Game 2, Bulldogs and Scarlets, so keep it right here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.